we'll come back to surah as we go on in the course. Before we really start with our steps in approaching the Quran, can I first ask, why are we here? Anyone wants to volunteer his opinion or her opinion? Why are we here? Zainal, did you say something about why we are here now? What did you want to learn?
I want to learn the best way to approach Quran.
The best way to approach Quran. Okay, that is a bit difficult. Anyone else? You can speak in Malay. Majidina?
Salah, cara saya approach Al-Quran selama ni.
Have I been approaching the Quran not rightly? Is that good English? It's a bit difficult. Have I been approaching the Quran improperly? Yeah. Okay. That's a good question. Anyone else would think the same as Majdina? Abang Kamarul nodded his head. And any other ideas? Why are we here? What else? Okay, what else do you want to learn from this course? What else from the from what you have heard? Zainal propagated, Zainal advertised from the poster. What else do you want to learn?
New knowledge.
New knowledge. Okay, that's very broad. That's very broad. Everything is new. If I tell you that Herd Wilders was here in the UK a few days ago, that's new knowledge to some. Yeah. Did anyone know? We said Geert Wilders, but the pronunciation is Herd Wilders. That is another new knowledge. Yeah. Anything else? Anything you want to get out of this course? Yes.
I want to know what's the contradiction you've been saying about from the Quran.
Right. I have been speaking about contradictions. I haven't. No. No. Okay. Okay. Later you will know, inshallah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Anyone wants to know the tafsir of the Quran, tafsir of the surah? Yes. I'm sorry, this is not the right place for so. There was a question from one potential participant. I don't know if he or she is here or not today. The person sent an email to Zainal asking, are we doing tafsir al-Quran? Because tafsir, that person said, I suppose, is only to be given from someone who has, some levels of knowledge that they have to surpass or complete. So no, fortunately we're not doing tafsir, because I agree with that person. Only a qualified person, only a qualified scholar can give tafsir. Okay, we'll talk about that separately. But I'm glad to hear the reasons why you're here, because I think it's quite in line with what I want to give today. So that has to be established, because if it's too different, then I go one way and you go another way, and that's what we don't want to happen. So this course, firstly, I have to emphasize that it is not comprehensive. You don't walk out of this lecture theatre knowing everything about Quran. No, that's not what we are meant to do, or that's not even in any of my list of objectives. It's not even going to cover the basics of the Quran. No. And it is not a tafsir, definitely not a tafsir, very far from it. And the only thing that we are trying to do here, although it lasts for a couple of hours, or maybe more if we want to answer the contradictions, is to build bridges. Build bridges between us and the Quran. Build the never existed bridges in some of us, or maybe burnt bridges. Burnt, terbakar. Why did you laugh?
No, I mean, in saying burnt bridges mean instead of go wrong way to the right way. Burnt bridges.
Burnt bridges.
Building is build new bridge to new ways.
Yes.
Like burnt bridges is from bad to good.
Yeah, sorry. My understanding of burnt bridges is when you had the bridge once and you destroyed it, and now we want to build it again. Okay. That is the purpose of this course. I've mentioned about the references we used. Okay. Okay, everyone. We know what we want from this course. We want to build bridges, and we want to establish like our relations with the Quran again. We want to contemplate again about how intimate have we been with the Quran. Okay, we might like a few books that have been on our favorite list, but is Quran the same as this book, or do we have the same perception on Quran as do we do on the books, or do we have better perception, or do we have even a worse perception? Okay, now we're going to go to our usual questions that if we ever talk about Quran, what do we talk about Quran? If our community as a whole, if they talk about Quran, what do they talk about?
Tajweed.
Sorry?
Tajweed.
Tajweed, yes. Anything else? If you read wrongly, then people will say, oh, stop reading, okay, go and learn. What?
Makhraj.
Makhraj, okay, yes. Anything else? Like, if you hear someone talking about Quran, what are the issues? Tafsir, yeah? Taranum, okay. I'm not quite sure what that is. Okay.
Supporting their evidence based on Quran verse.
Okay, supporting evidence based on Quranic verses.
Supporting their own evidence.
Supporting their own.
opinion.
Okay, yeah. Okay. In our community, what else? Have you heard about people questioning? Yes. When we talk about amongst ourselves, have you heard about people asking, okay, which chapter do you repeat often? Which surah? Chapter is surah, okay? Which surah do you often repeat? In our community, which one? Yasin, yeah, weekly. I don't know whether they do it anymore in Balai because of some controversies, but I'm sure they still do it in Malaysia. So yes, Yasin is repeated weekly. Other chapters that we repeat? Al-Mulk, Al-Fatiha. Yes, I was looking for that actually. We tend to forget Al-Fatiha. Do we? Can I ask the audience? Do we read Al-Fatiha every day? Yeah, okay, we do. Okay. Because you were not saying Al-Fatiha when this question was put up first. You didn't say Al-Fatiha. It was Yasin first. Yes, I think these are the. I mean, if we talk about Quran, some of the issues will be raised. How many pages do you read a day? We often have been asked this question, haven't we? Yes. Especially in Ramadan. That's a good thing. And when we were small, people will ask, how many pages do you read a day? But I don't know if they still ask these days, because we are seen as matured now, having our own lives. We can steer ourselves towards what we want. Yeah. But again, these are our community's concerns about the Quran. Another thing is, have you memorized the Juz' Amma? Have you memorized Juz' Amma? I haven't. I'm sorry. I did. I memorized it when I was in KMB, College Marabati. But it was for exams because we had to pass. We had to memorize this Juz' Amma to pass some PAFA test. Not PAFA. Some religious education. I memorized it, but not now. So no, I don't. What are our main concerns? What are our main concerns about Quran? If we have any concerns about Quran, what are the main concerns? Can I have a few concerns from the audience? Because I don't want to be doing the talking alone. Can I have a few concerns? If you have any concerns, you know what concerns is like? If you have any kerisauan, no, something like that, kerisauan about Quran. If in the community you have anything that you want the community to get straight, you want to improve about, would you agree? What do you say? Would you agree with me if this is one of our concerns? Yeah, yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot of us will have some one time or another raised this concern, which is to if you have touched the ground with wudu or not. And I just had the situation just now, a few minutes ago, by our sister here. She asked me whether she can read the translation without wudu. So it just proved that, okay, this is our community's concern.